Hi. Good morning, guys. Last year, well, just hopefully all the COVID is behind me as I just came back recovering from COVID, and we shall continue to the price action. And I want to introduce to you guys regarding these four steps, all right? And then if you as you go along, right, try to use these four steps as you try to perfect your price action, right? It's simple and it's a bit more, very, to me, it's quite strategy. It's a very good strategy going through this because usually I can get quite good profits from all of this. All right, so, but this is way back, but let's just share with you right now. Okay. Um, okay, so just to continue these four steps. Okay, first of all, you have to go to the daily, okay, because when you open up any kind of charts, okay, whether it's FX pairs or maybe gold or other, but just try to focus on just the FX pairs for now. Okay, we define the trend. Okay, when you look at any kind of pair, right? Okay, define the trend just based, like for instance, in the daily, right? Just based on maybe a couple of days before before the current price action that you see on the charts. Okay, maybe around 4 5 or maybe 7 days, 7 trading candles will be good enough. Okay, so in this case, you look at pound yen, define the trend. The trend is obviously uptrend. Okay, so we answer number one, right? Okay, number one, we answer is a uptrend. So you roughly knew, you already get one clue, uptrend. Okay, then number two, if uptrend, the closing prices, you want to know whether is it higher or lower, because an uptrend would means that the closing price is higher. Okay, like in this case, okay, closing price at this point of candle is here, and then it closed higher than the previous candle. Okay, and then this rejection does not prove anything because it does not go lower than the previous candle, so it's still higher. So number two, you want to define closing prices higher or lower. I will show you the reason why I'm asking these questions. Okay, so closing prices is higher. Here still higher, and then this one is a higher close, higher close, higher close. See this reject. Take your mind off rejection. Rejection does not mean anything. Okay, just focus on the question is closing prices. Okay, closing prices is higher. Closing prices is higher. Closing prices is higher, and even up to this point of this rejection, right, closing prices is still higher. So in this case, when we see this thing, even though there's a rejection here, right, okay, we should try to resist the urge to look for a sell. Okay, so in this case, the number two is higher closing prices. Okay, so we have answered number two. Okay, so in an uptrend, there is a higher closing prices. So we want to be buyers, of course. All right, in this case, all right. And the thing is, we try not to look for sell. Okay, we try not to look for sell. Current trend momentum, strong or weak. But in this case, right, strong momentum, as you all know that a longer candle means the momentum is strong. A small body candle means that the momentum is weak. So in this case, we can say that, okay, current trend momentum, right, in terms of the buyers, right, the buyers in this case was strong, starting to get weak, starting to get weak. Okay, but the momentum of the sellers is not strong as well. So in this case, that's why I say we should resist the urge to sell first. Okay, resist the urge to sell in this case. So current momentum, is it strong or weak? Okay, so this is the tricky part, I would say. Okay, because there are two parts that we are looking here. For current trend momentum, for the buy, it still looks strong, regardless of this weak, starting to get weak momentum here. It's still a buy. Okay, it's still a buy. But at this current weak momentum, right, any buy from here, right, would be a bit risky. Okay, very risky. So current trend momentum, we will have to say neutral in this case. Okay, neutral. Neutral means the buyers are not strong, the sellers are not strong as well. Okay, both are not strong, but it's still a buy, of course. For now, it's still a buy. So who's in control of the price overall here in this manner? It's still the buyers, right? Because there's no push down, there's no strong sellers pushing the market down. So in this case, number 4 is buyers. Still in control. And that's it. So what kind of trading decision can we make from here? Okay, so the thing is, right, in order for us to look for a sell, right, let's say if you are looking for a sell, price need to close lower than this candle, or lower than this candle, or lower here. Any price that close lower than this, then we can say that, okay, this can be a sell. But until that happens in the closing prices, don't look for a sell, regardless of whatever you see right here, right now. Okay, so in this case, what can I do and what can we do? In this case, since I know that the mobile's momentum is weak here, so I'm not going to take any buy from here. Okay, this is not an area for us to look for a buy. Okay, if I want to look for a buy, it's got to be a bit more lower than this, since there is a push here, relatively strong push here up until here, right? So we can always take our Fibonacci retracement, price push all the way until here. Until they met the rejection. Okay, so if I want to buy, right, it's better be around this here. Should the buyers still look to bounce off here? Okay, should we look for a buy? Okay, at this point of time for H4, price is still looking towards the upside, right? Okay, so this looks, but in this manner, right, I would, as I said, I wouldn't want to buy. But can I sell? No, as I say, since we already get our buys on the daily, right? Don't look for a sell. And that's it. Pound yen, we are done. Okay, so continue with all the try to have maybe 3 or 4 more pairs so that you can understand the bias. Okay, so let's just say for pound cat. Okay, define the trend. Where is the trend right now? Trend is down. Okay, then number 2 is closing prices higher or lower. Closing prices is lower. Okay, closing prices is lower. Number 3, current trend momentum strong or weak. Okay, if you look at the momentum right now, looks to be weak. Okay, looks to be weak. So in this case for pound cat, right, I will not look for a sell, definitely. Okay, I will not look for a sell yet at this point of time. Okay, I will not look for a sell at this point of time. So for me, if I want to look for a sell, it has to be back in the previous high where market have problem coming to. Okay, so current momentum right is well, look, I mean, for now it looks strong. Okay, of course, price is going lower. Okay, but the daily candle close right is a bit risky for me. Okay, I'm very wary about this kind of candles. Okay, the best thing is to wait for a pullback, just like this one. Stones weak, then go up, pull back, then go down. Okay, go up, pull back, go down. You will see how this goes. Pound cake going to be very tricky. Okay. Then the number 4 is who's in control of the price? Sellers, of course. Okay, sellers are still in control of this. So that means if you wanna buy from here, right? Don't. Okay, don't look for any buy from here. You should look for a sell. So I'm just gonna put sellers in this case. Lower prices, sellers in control. That's it. Pound cat. Or C-cat. Alright, see? Or C-cat. Current trend is? Yes, of course. Up. Okay, not just from here, but from here. Okay. Okay. So just this 4 question we'll do. Okay, closing prices is higher or lower? Closing prices is okay. This is where it gets tricky. Closing prices is this is the close here. Then it close higher here. Close higher here. Close higher here. Doesn't move anywhere from here. Inside bar. Closing price higher here. Inside bar turning into an engulfing. Price go up. And then become an inside bar. This is where closing prices here. This is the last closing price. As this last closing price here, we can see that it became an inside bar turning into an engulfing, and to me this looks to be a weak buy momentum. Okay, while this is still an uptrend, okay, while this is still in an uptrend, the closing prices is not higher now. Okay, the closing prices is not higher now. This is where it failed to make higher close. Failed to make higher close. It's tried to make a higher close yesterday but failed. Then become an engulfing. And after engulfing, people sell, still went up. Okay, why? Because it want to test its previous high. So what we can do, what I will do here in this case, okay, since the closing prices is not higher, we look at the okay. Then let's go to the next question. Current momentum is strong or weak? In terms of buyers, the buyers are weak. Okay, this is an uptrend. Yes, alright. This is an uptrend, but the buy momentum is weak, and this is a good time for us to look for a sell, and in which the first target will probably be here first. Okay, in which if price goes a very strong momentum, right, that will be here. Okay, so closing prices, is it higher or lower? Closing prices will have to be sideways. I mean, closing prices sideways, that means it's not higher, it's not lower. Okay. Current momentum, but the buyers are weak. The sellers are starting to come in here with an inch up bar, engulfing, and a weak bar momentum. Okay. So who's in control of the price right now? For now, I don't look at the buyers in control. So in this case, I will have to say sellers. Alright. And that's it. Look for sell. Aussie yen. Since Aussie yen is the same, going to be the same as pound yen, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay, CAT CHF. CAT CHF, interesting. Inside bar breakout, retest inside bar, engulfing going up. Okay. Trend. Closing prices higher. Current momentum current momentum, don't just look at here, right? Current momentum, look at here. Current momentum here, look between buyers and sellers. Current momentum for buyers is still strong, okay, even though they're starting to be weak here, okay. So buyers momentum strong and sellers momentum is weak. So who's in control of the price? Yes. If you guess buyers, you're right. So it's still a buy market. Can we buy from here? Maybe. Okay. Can still be. But because of this rejection, right? Very tricky. Might as well just wait for it to come back here, perhaps. Okay, look for a buy for cats CHF still. See those who sell here or burn. Okay, cat yen same as the yen is weak, man. Gold current trend sideways. I mean this is sideways, but before this, current trend is is down. Okay, current trend is down. Is it up? No, this is where it's up, and then this is the last high. The closing prices starts to get lower. Weak by momentum. Okay, lower close, lower close, lower close. Okay, and then this is where price gets higher here. But you see, as it go higher here, right, it's not really have generate a lot of momentum or strong buy inside bar breakout. Okay, so in this case for gold, right, look more for a sell unless price go beyond this candle and push higher. That's a different story. Okay, but still look for a sell. So current trend is down, closing prices is lower, momentum for sellers looks strong, and who's in control? Sellers. Look for sell. Where? Probably until here first. Break there, do it here. Okay, so that's for gold. All this here, yeah. Who's in trend? Up. Right? Momentum strong. Buyers are still strong. Closing prices higher. Right? Closing prices higher. Who's in control? Buyers. Easy one. Look for buy. Sellers have no influence, I would say. But currently, with this kind of rejection, right, I also worried to buy. Okay, but it's still a buy. Pound Aussie down. Trend is down. Momentum is still strong. Prices lower. Control sellers. Pound USD down. Closing prices lower. You can see from here. Okay, this is where closing prices higher, right? And then this is where price starting to get lower closing prices. Okay, this is heaven. This is start of the lower closing prices, another lower closing prices, and today we still do have a lower closing prices. Okay, who's in control? Yes, sellers. Euro Aussie trend down. Closing prices lower. Momentum still sellers. Strong momentum by the sellers. Okay, buyers momentum weak. Who's in control? Sellers. Still look for sell. Last Euro NZD same as Euro Aussie. Okay, so that's it. So I hope you guys can you know, take something from this and then just apply it week by week. And then I mean it's good for you to just, you know, just make a rough analysis in here and then see how it goes from your analysis. And the best is try to have a journal. I mean, like if you can have a journal, okay, you can have a journal like this, can put on all that. That will be great now. Okay, and that's it. So I'll just see you guys around in the upcoming week. And then if you look at here, right? See, I just want to last point before I go. Today is Tuesday. See, this is Monday, right? Am I right? Let me see. No, no, no. Today is Monday. Yeah, right. Sorry. Now this candle that's moving now is Monday. Okay, so this is Friday. So Friday, right? Friday is the four signals to go down. Monday just push up. Okay. So we still have 4 more trading days in which there will be a month end. So be very careful about this. Okay. And then that's it. So hopefully you guys can get something out of this, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.